reverent soul, you are doing great. By the blessing of divinity, I am optimistic that you have gone through the first 10 guidelines given and trying to adhere to them. This is part 2 video and consists of the next 10 guidelines for you. I am delighted that you are listening and following it by the wish and will of divinity. I always pray for your progress and happy life. These guidelines will indefinitely help you to understand spirituality in a simpler and more genuine way. All understanding is already present within you. My effort is only to connect and turn your awareness towards it. I kept my expression simple and easy for your understanding. These guidelines will definitely assist you in life and your spiritual journey. Dear Reverent Soul, 1. Respect all, listen to all, talk to the point, and do not overdo anything to impress and explain to others. Your awareness is in the present moment. You are in the present only. By moving your awareness to others, you are actually shifting your vital energy. Your energy gets drained and wasted upon things which do not need your attention. Your focus and concentration get shifted. Thus, you lose yourself from the present moment. You start developing numerous thoughts unconsciously. You create energy gaps and blocks within your own mental and physical energy system. This is the hindrance to peace, bliss, and spiritual progress. Remember, the absolute state is the present moment, and it is present as it is, without your judgment, analysis, or interpretation. Turn your awareness inward and to the present, within and outside you, without your intellectual judgment. 2. Serve yourself before you serve others. That is the true way you can be in service to the world. Until you have seen the light, you cannot show the light. Do not act to be a mentor, but be a mentor with all virtues of the mentor. When you become the light, the universe will connect you to those who need you. 3. Always remember, you are not the physical body, mind, intellect, and intelligence. They are part of the material body only. You are the infinite energy of the universe. You are the divine consciousness beyond time and space. This is the only reality. Others are just illusions created out of Maya or attachment. When you deeply meditate and go beyond the Panchakosha, you understand your real existence, and its infinite presence. You have limited yourself. Your awareness is outward, so you cannot realize the infinite that you are already. Sadhana is the only way to still down the cluttering mind. Thus, the expanded consciousness of absolute existence, that is you, will reveal itself. 4. Understand, every happening in the world is caused due to the will of the universe, which is known as the law of the universe. You cannot control the infinite with your finite body. Please do not stress yourself to control things which are beyond your limits. Just be the witness. Just be the experiencer, and not the experience. 5. Accept your physical self as it is, but be aware of the real self always within you. 6. Discard all ego by being a witnesser, and not get carried away out by your ego. My dear, please remember the ego you have today is because your mind is not still. When it is stilled down, there will be no ego, as ego is an intensified illusion of attachment that you have developed over a lifetime, and is not having any existence when you die. There is no existence of ego, just absolutely no existence. Quit it completely from all aspects of life. Discard all spiritual egos that arises from yogic attainments. If you have any, they are obstacles to spiritual progress and realization of the self. 7. Stop giving excuses. Excuse is trying to find a comfort zone. Excuse is trying to defend your ego. Excuse is trying to defend a body, which you think is your identity. Excuse is taking shelter in your ego, and allowing it, pampering it, and increasing it manifolds. Be proud to express your faults, failures, and mistakes. This will be the strength that will prepare you for spirituality and progress. Why are you ashamed of your faults? When you are proud of your success and achievements, both failure and success are experiences that come and go. Nothing is permanent, and everything is just a changing experience that you get according to your accumulated karmic patterns. This does not have anything to do with the absolute being. Why then, you are the mislead to deploy an excuse to defend your mistake, thus creating more karmic patterns and debris. Acceptance of mistakes gives you a chance to elevate yourself. It is a building block in the pathway to spirituality. Stop judging and analyzing others' mistakes and faults. Your faults are endless. Remember, we all are here in this world to purify ourselves. Until you accept your flaws, how will purification begin? Accepting your mistake make you humble and prideless. Thus, it advances you towards surrendering yourself to divinity. 8. Try to be still-minded for a few minutes or more every day, without any thought, but as a witness and aware of being and observing. Be in the present, live in the present. Time is relative to this earth. There is no past, no future. Space is relative, and everything in this world is relative, apart from the absolute state. Understand all activities of life as relatively arranged events only. None are absolute, and they are ever-changing. Understanding, followed by realizing beyond all physical dimensions of life, is called the wisdom of the universe. This is the wisdom that all seek to understand. This can be understood only when silence exists, and you are still in the silence, though aware, conscious, and do nothing. This is what the absolute state in meditation is. There is nothing beyond this. You have so far done many things, many worships, many rituals, and visited many pilgrimages. Now, start doing nothing but be still, be silent. You do not need to do anything to understand the absolute being. It was there, it is there, and it will be there, as it is infinity, and just an absolute state. You just need to be silent, still, and in the present, to know it. Knowing it is knowing yourself, knowing the supreme consciousness. You cannot know the absolute without being in an absolute state. You cannot know the infinite without knowing the transiting from finite to infinite being of existence. You can worship Him, believe Him, trust Him, love Him, but to know Him, you need to be Him. This state is referred to as Advaita or non-duality. 9. Accept new forms and dimensions of spiritual progress that may happen while you are doing sadhana, but do not develop such desire or want for it. All happens at the will of divinity, and shall happen automatically for the best. 10. The universal energy within you is prevailing in every atom of the universe, in the same magnitude, in the same dimension. The universal energy is intelligent. It knows every aspect of all souls, that you may not comprehend being captive in this physical dimension of the body. You are learning to surrender and connect to that potential and most powerful energy. Just be humble and remember, sadhana is not when you sit for meditation only, but sadhana is a 24/7 approaches. The whole life and every breath is sadhana, as every time your consciousness controls your awareness, it is sadhana. Dear Reverent Soul, hope, now by the grace and blessing of the divinity, you have a clear understanding of the spiritual world, after viewing and listening to both the video, parts 1 and 2. I would request your kind self, if you cannot understand it in the first instance, keep watching and listening to it a few more times, till you completely understand it. Understanding from inner being is most important. You can share the video with your near ones too. Thank you. Always be in the light of divinity and blissfulness. With love and light, from Professor Sukhrotim Chowdhury, Master Instructor and Founder, the Cosmic Call Prayer and Meditation.